Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī steals Krishna's flute. One moonlit night in Vṛndāvana, while the sweet Rasa Līlā was in full swing, Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī, in a playful mood of transcendental sulkiness, quietly slipped away from the circle of dancing gopis and left the rasa dance. Sensing her absence, Śrī Kṛṣṇa, whose heart is forever bound to her, also left the rasa dance in search of his beloved. Krishna wandered alone through the fragrant kunjas and serene kundas around the sacred Govardhan hill, calling out with a choked voice, "Shri Radhe! Shri Radhe!" Finally, near the village of Jatipura, he found her seated in a leafy grove or kunja with Lalita, Vishaka and a few other sakhīs. When Krishna approached her with hopeful eyes, Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī turned her divine face away and said sharply to Lalita, "Tell that rascal boy to go away." With tears welling in his eyes, Krishna humbly bowed his head and quietly left the grove, making his way to another solitary kunja. Seeing Krishna's humble retreat, Rādhārāṇī smiled gently and sent some of her sakhīs to discover where he had gone. They returned and informed her, "Krishna is lying alone in another kunja sleeping. His peacock feather crown is set aside, and his flute is resting under his gentle hand." Instantly, a playful thought arose in the minds of all the gopis, especially in Sri Radha's heart. "This is the perfect chance to steal Krishna's flute," she thought. All the gopis gathered with laughter and glee, whispering and tiptoeing towards the kunja. But Krishna, though appearing asleep, was simply pretending, relishing the rasa in the moment. The gopis began to debate how to retrieve the flute. Lalita boldly said, "This flute can only be stolen by someone swift, clever, and silent." All eyes immediately turned towards Rādhārāṇī, who smiled knowingly. With divine determination, Sri Radha tied her sari like pants, muffled the jingling of her ankle bells and bangles with a soft cloth, and crept slowly towards the flute. Step by careful step, she made her way to Krishna's resting place, eyes fixed on the prize. Reaching Krishna's side, Rādhārāṇī gently extended her lotus-like hand and seized the flute. Then, like a breeze through Vṛndāvana's kadamba trees, she dashed back, flute in hand, while her sakhīs giggled and rejoiced. Though his eyes remained closed, a faint smile appeared on Krishna's lips, the smile of one who is blissfully defeated by love. Some time later, Krishna returned to the earlier kunja and asked the gopis, "Have any of you seen my flute?" They all looked at him innocently. But Lalita replied with mock indignation, "First you hurt Rādhārāṇī's feelings and now you accuse her friends of theft? You are such a mischievous rascal." Undeterred, Krishna began to search them one by one. "Don't touch me," the gopis cried. "We are not hiding anything." As Krishna's search continued, the flute began passing secretly from one gopi to another, like the current of the Yamuna, swift and unseen. Eventually, the flute made its way into Rādhārāṇī's own hand, right before Krishna's eyes. She stood tall, smiling serenely, holding his flute like a queen. Knowing her exalted position as the crown jewel of all the gopis, Krishna could not demand the flute from her as he did from others. Then, to the delight of all the sakhīs and the joy of all Gaudiya Vaishnavas, past, present and future, Śrī Kṛṣṇa knelt before Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī, took her hand with love and humility, and sweetly begged her to return his flute. Overwhelmed by affectionate victory, she returned it. This divine pastime reveals the supreme power of prema bhakti, pure devotional love. Although Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the supreme personality of Godhead, he becomes bound by the loving affection of his dearest devotees. Especially in Raja, the sweetness of love surpasses all majesty and awe. The Lord of all universes joyfully accepts defeat at the hands of his beloved Radha. This is the unique mood of Vṛndāvana, where love reigns supreme, and even the all-powerful becomes conquered by prema.